Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nocturnal Mysteries. Today, we're diving into something a little unsettling. We're talking about shadow people. You might have heard the whispers, the stories whispered in the dark corners of the internet, or maybe you've seen one yourself. But what exactly are shadow people? Who are they? And are they just a trick of the light or something more? Let's find out. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Shadow people are often described as dark, shadowy figures, usually human-shaped, that are seen fleetingly in peripheral vision. People report seeing them dart across hallways, peek around corners, or even stand motionless in the corner of a room. The key characteristic is that they're usually seen out of the corner of your eye. Turning to look directly at them often causes them to vanish, disappear into the darkness, or simply fade away. They're rarely described as having distinct features, just darkness. So, what are they doing? This is where the stories get really interesting. Some people report a feeling of unease, even dread, when they see a shadow person. Others describe them as being curious, observing. Some even report a sense of malevolence. Now, it's important to remember that these experiences are incredibly subjective. There's no scientific consensus on what or if shadow people actually are, but that doesn't stop people from sharing their terrifying encounters. Let's take a look at a few real stories. Okay, story time. I've scoured online forums and spoken to people who claim to have had encounters, and these are a few of the most common and chilling accounts. I woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. As I opened my bedroom door, I saw a tall, dark figure standing at the end of the hallway. It was just a shadow, but it was definitely human-shaped. I froze, and it just stood there, watching me. I blinked, and it was gone. My daughter kept saying she saw a man in a hat in her room at night. We thought she was just having nightmares. But then I saw him too, a shadowy figure wearing what looked like a fedora, standing in the corner. It was terrifying. I was paralyzed in my sleep, and I saw a dark figure standing over me. I couldn't move, I couldn't scream. It felt like it was draining my energy. When I finally woke up, I felt exhausted. These stories, while varied, share common threads: the fleeting nature of the sightings, the feeling of dread, and the lack of clear features. So what's going on here? Let's explore some possible explanations. Pareidolia and cognitive biases. Pareidolia is our brain's tendency to see patterns in random stimuli. That shadow on the wall? Your brain might interpret it as a face, a person, anything familiar. Combine that with confirmation bias, focusing on information that confirms pre-existing beliefs, and you've got a recipe for seeing what you expect to see. Sleep paralysis and hypnagogia. Sleep paralysis is a state where you're conscious but unable to move. Hypnagogia is the transitional state between wakefulness and sleep. Both can be accompanied by hallucinations, including seeing shadowy figures. These experiences are incredibly real for the person experiencing them, but they're rooted in the brain's sleep cycles. Mental health. Anxiety, stress, and sleep deprivation can all contribute to visual hallucinations. While shadow people sightings aren't necessarily indicative of a mental health issue, it's important to consider if you're experiencing other symptoms. Paranormal explanation. Of course, some people believe that shadow people are something genuinely paranormal. Ghosts, interdimensional beings, shadow entities. The theories are endless. This explanation is based on anecdotal evidence and personal belief, and there's no scientific proof to support it. So where does that leave us? Are shadow people real? The answer, unfortunately, is we don't know. Science provides some plausible explanations, but the human experience is complex and subjective. Maybe they're a trick of the mind, a product of sleep paralysis, or a misinterpretation of environmental stimuli. Or maybe, just maybe, there's something more to these fleeting shadows in the dark. What do you think? Have you ever seen a shadow person? Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on the strange and unusual. Until next time, keep your eyes on the shadows. You never know what you might see.